Hello there guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Linda Frank. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, kindly consider hitting that red subscribe button and getting yourself subscribed not to miss out on our future uploads. So today's video is gonna be very helpful for new moms or people who are expectant for the first time. In today's video, I'm gonna be putting you guys through on must-haves, like the must-haves you need when you're going to labor for the first time, or when you're pregnant with the first child, or that day that you're going to clinic or to the hospital to deliver your baby. What is it that you need in your bag? So quickly, if you're new and you haven't subscribed, please, I am begging you, consider subscribing, consider on your notification not to miss out on our future upload or our future content. So at number one, the very first thing you need is a baby shawl. What is a baby shawl? A baby shawl is like a light thick blanket. Okay, if you have a blanket is a bit thicker, but a baby shawl is a sister to the blanket. It's a bit lighter. Okay, I don't know whether I should show you people these things or whether I should just talk it, but I believe everybody knows what a baby shawl is. If you do not know, go to any supermarket around you or market square around you and ask for a baby shawl. They're gonna sell it to you. This is gonna be used to cover your baby, to wrap your baby, to make your baby feel warm when you first have the baby. You know, most times when they give birth to the baby realizes that this environment is not as warm as inside the stomach where I'm coming from, because the amniotic fluid is normally warm in a way. It gives the baby some warmth. Okay, so that's why you see some babies, when they come out, if they're exposed to cold, they begin to cry because they're noticing the environment has changed. Another thing you need is a baby blanket, and once they wrap your baby with that shawl, they're gonna cover the baby with a blanket, because most babies, once you have just given birth to them, once they are forced you to breastfeed them and they notice that everything is okay, sleep carries them and they sleep so deep. So when they sleep so deep, the next thing you need is to cover your baby very well. Why? Because in recent times, pneumonia has been ranked to be the first disease that has been killing many newborns, many babies less than 3 months, less than 6 months. Pneumonia kills them. Why? Because their lungs are still developing. So when you expose them to cold, because you do not have blanket, that is how they now can't breathe anymore, and they are too young to undergo some kind of medication. So they just succumb and they pass on. The third thing you need is a towel, like a small baby towel, because once they have showered that baby, once you give birth, the nurses, they know how they used to wipe them. So that towel is gonna come in handy. I don't think I need to explain more than that. The next thing you need is baby pamper, because these children, I don't know, some of them even poo inside the stomach. Like if your baby is an overgrown baby, it's gonna even poo inside your stomach. So some of them, once they are born, they start pooing. So baby pamper is very, very important, because the last thing you need is for your baby to come out, mess themselves up, and the navel or the umbilical cord has just not been cut off, and it's just becoming a whole lot. Sorry about that, I had to chase my kids away. So like I was saying, you need a baby pamper. Another thing you need a baby powder, and you need a baby's cream. Once you give birth to a new baby, from the second or the third day, even if you're gonna be kept in the hospital for a while, the first thing you'll be using is the baby cream. You'll be wiping your baby. You don't put them inside the water because their navel or the umbilical cord has not dried up yet. You wipe them, but then are you not gonna cream the baby? Some of them, they are born and their skin seems to be renewing itself. So when you put a cream, it gives them a softer feel. They feel better. Okay, and some babies too, under the neck like this, because they have just been born and they're just coming out of the stomach from the amniotic fluid, you realize that maybe their neck, it's soaked. So you need a baby powder. That is where baby powder will come in handy. In the armpits of the baby powder will come in handy. Between the thighs of the baby's powder is gonna come in handy. What about you as a new mom? You need pads. Very important. Don't forget. You need high density pads, because once you give birth, the first thing you're gonna see is you're gonna be flowing. You're gonna be seeing blood. You're gonna be seeing blood as if you're menstruating, but it's not actually menstruation blood. It's the blood that is out of you giving birth. You understand? So you need a high density pad, because not all hospitals give pads, and even the ones that give, sometimes they run out of pads because many mothers have put to bed at the same time. These children, if you hear some noise, please just ignore. They are in the parlor and I'm inside. What was I saying? Children can confuse someone. Not all hospitals give pads, and even the ones that give tend to run out of the pads because high number of moms give birth at the same time. So you need your own pad. It will come in handy for you. Another thing you need is a soap and washing or showering or bathing sponge. You need, of course, after having a baby, you need a bath, sister. Like, you need a bath. And if you're gonna stay in that hospital for like 2 to 3 days, you're gonna be needing a bath every day, every day, every day. So bathing sponge and soap gonna come in handy. I do not need to tell you that you need a towel, because after taking your bath, of course, you are gonna tie a towel. The next thing, you're gonna dry yourself up with the towel. The next thing that you need a lasso. How do you call a lasso? A wrapper. You need a wrapper. Why? Because most times, after having a child, the kind of bleeding you're bleeding is so heavy that even if you fall asleep for small time, if you wake up, you have stained your hospital gown, because they normally give people hospital gowns. Every hospital has it. So if you're admitted there, they give you a gown. And the probabilities of you staining your gown are very high. And to avoid the shame of walking around with a stained gown, if you have a wrapper or two, you can be changing. You tie this one, you keep the other one, and all that stuff. And yes, you too, you need a body cream, my sister, because you're not going to shower and you allow your skin not to pop. Do you get? Yeah. So I do not want this video to be long, and I'm not gonna talk about feeding bottle and all that, because we all know that you need to breastfeed your child exclusively for 6 months, if not that you have one or two other medical issues or medical conditions that are making it not appropriate for you to do that. So you don't actually need a breast pump, you don't actually need a feeding bottle on your very first time when you're going to the hospital. The ones I've told you are the necessities and are the things that you actually need the first time you're going to the hospital for both baby and mother. So this marks the end of this video. If you've watched to this end, tell me what you think about the video. Was it helpful? Was it educative? Yeah. And if you're a new mom, I know this video, it has come on time for you and in handy for you. So please find it in your heart to subscribe, and let's meet in our next video. Stay blessed and have peace. Bye.